All right, here we go. Let me plug the joint, man. Men crave the illusion of a good girl challenge. Men crave the illusion of a good girl challenge. This is why you hear guys when they say shit like, oh, I like a woman who's a challenge. I like a chick who plays hard to get. Okay, the reason why they really like that, if you took a deeper dive into the psyche of a guy who would say that, the reason why they like that is because it gives the illusion that she is not like the other chicks. She's not like the promiscuous 304s, right? That's why guys get captivated with some women. And here's the thing, right? And this is, and I've seen guys say this. See, this is, look, I know exactly how males think, right? And I'm gonna show you how everything is connected. This is why guys, for instance, if there's a viral video of a woman acting like she's all of that, acting like she has all these different entitlements and dating preferences, what do you see sometimes? If you look at the comments, what do you see? She's not bad enough to be asking for that shit she's asking for. Come on now, stay with me, right? I'm going somewhere with this, right? Stay with me. Stay with me. So the mere fact that guys will say she's not pretty enough, she's not bad enough to be having all these different entitlements and dating preferences, that would suggest that if a chick was bad enough, then guys could accept that. Oh, if she's bad enough, I could accept the fact that she has a bitchy, moody attitude. If she's bad enough, I can accept the fact that she's not gonna make it easy for me to fuck her. I mean, because she's bad. All these guys getting at her, look how bad she is. She's not gonna make it easy. I gotta work hard for that. So I accept the challenge of jumping the hurdles that she's putting before me to get the pussy. Why? Because she's bad. And in my mind, not only is she bad, but she gotta be a good girl. Because this is what guys like to do oftentimes. You have weirdos out here, they like to associate promiscuity with beauty or lack thereof. Again, you have guys out here, they like to associate promiscuity with how a woman looks. Like guys will say dumb shit. Oh, if a chick, have sex with you real quick, she can't be one of the baddies because baddies don't do that. She has to be like an average looking girl or maybe slightly above average or maybe even an ugly girl because only this is why peep game. I'm going somewhere with this. This is why guys oftentimes they will talk to women who they think are average or slightly below average because they think that those women are easier to have sex with. Why? Because they think those women are promiscuous. They think the more attractive women, okay, and these are guys obviously who are inexperienced. They think like little boys. They're not grown men out here, right? But you literally have guys that will debate that about the level of attractiveness, how more attractive women move differently than less attractive women. Like how a woman looks has anything to do with her mind. You know what I'm saying? And see, and the reason why they think that, I'm going somewhere with this, the reason why they think how a woman looks has something to do with her mind is because how they look, the guys, how they look has something to do with how they feel about themselves. And oftentimes, these guys, they don't think they are the quote unquote prototypical handsome guys that the baddie would go for. This is why these guys feel a need to have a hour long, 2 hour long, even a fucking 3 hour long conversation with a woman to demonstrate their value. Because in their mind, they don't think they look like the type of guy that those women would go for right away. So they have to spend extra time demonstrating their value. So because of this, they think she's a good girl. I just can't bring up sex right away. She's not that kind of girl. You got to finesse these kind of girls. You got to demonstrate your value. Men crave the illusion of a good girl challenge. And I'm gonna tell you right now, it's very, very damaging for you guys. You know, there's a saying, right? You don't gotta lie to women, they'll lie to themselves. You do not have to lie to women, they will lie to themselves. I told you the story, told you guys the story. I was dealing with this woman, years ago, right? For those of you who haven't heard it, and for those of you who have, it bears repeating. I was dealing with this woman years ago. We in a whip, you know, driving. She right here next to me. And she tells me, I don't know if you're running game or playing games, but I like it. Don't stop. So what she was telling me was the way that you're being with me, the way you're making me feel, the way that you talk to me, I like this shit. I like the way I feel when I'm around you. I don't know if this is real, or I don't know if you're just being this way just to get me. So even if you're not real, keep doing this shit. I like it. So now I was being real, but she was so caught up in the euphoria of my essence that I guess she felt the need to tell me that shit, right? But my point is this. So even in her mind, right, she's like, even if he's lying, I like it, right? So you guys, you're the same way, right? But you're convincing yourself that she's a good girl. And the reason why you're convincing yourself that she's a good girl is because you're coping with the fact that you are compromising your dignity and you are sacrificing your integrity as a man to try and get the sex. And deep down inside, you know you are, because you know there's other guys that woman has met that fucked her far quicker than you. But how you reconcile that is, oh, he must have had more money. Oh, he must have been better looking than me. He must have been taller. He must have been the apex dude, right? The sexual alpha guy, right? But I'm not that guy, so I got to work a little harder, right? Men crave the illusion of a good girl challenge. How many times have you heard these guys call in to the various live shows? And these guys been listening to us for years. And what do? They still trying to argue with us about that. Oh man, well, not all girls are like that, Lucario. Come on, Miles. Man, you just can't come at a girl like that. She may have been raised differently. She may be religious. This is what they do. Why would guys do that? Men crave the illusion of a good girl challenge. Guys want to feel that they can meet that good girl who hasn't had a lot of sex, or a woman who rarely, if ever, engages in any type of casual sex. Guys want to feel like that bad chick, that pretty woman that they got in their midst, they want to feel like she's that girl. But their gut, their instinct is telling them no. But they're fighting for the illusion because they desperately want to believe. And all of this is tied to insecurity. It all goes back to, damn, I want a girl who's all about me. And if I got to wait for that pussy, as long as she's a good girl, I'll wait. I want a woman who's all about me. I want a woman who doesn't get around like that. I want a woman where if we're going to be together, she won't cheat on me. So as long as they have that illusion of a good girl, as long as they believe she's a good girl, then that will put their insecurities at ease. That another guy could be better than them sexually, or that woman could want another man more than that woman wants them, or that if they got into a relationship with that woman that they really, really like so much, that she wouldn't want to leave or be with any other guy other than them. All that shit is tied together. And it starts, this is what guys don't understand. How you date or how you deal with women, how you present yourself to women, how you interact with women is directly tied to how you would be in a relationship. I don't think guys understand this. how you deal with women, right? How you interact with women when you very first meet them, the topics of conversation, the things you allow, right? The way that you are, whether you're a passive guy, an assertive guy, you dictate shit, or you're the type of guy where you always follow the lead of the woman. You're looking for cues from the woman, right? Whether you know it or not, you're giving women a taste to what type of guy you might be in a relationship capacity. So if you're begging a woman, if you're trying to prove your worth or demonstrate your value, what you're showing a woman is, oh, look at him. He wants to show me he's a man, that he got it all figured out. Look at him. He wants to prove to me that he's a man and that he won't hurt me and I'm not like the last guy. Look at him. He wants to prove to me that, okay, cool. I'll play his game. And what do those women do? They start playing with you. You start trying to set up dates. Sometimes they'll show up, sometimes they won't. Okay. You call them or text them. Sometimes they respond right away, sometimes they don't. Why? Because they playing with you. They have already sized you up and they figured out what kind of guy you are. Oh, he's easily moved by the illusion of a good girl. Because here it is. Regardless of what you think about that woman, she knows who the fuck she is. Regardless of what you think about her, you could think she's a good girl. You could think she don't get down like that. You could think she's special. You can think whatever. But she knows what kind of woman she is. So imagine how comical it is to a woman when you're the type of guy where you have bought in to that good girl facade, hook, line, and sinker. And she knows that she literally let two best friends run a train on her last week or last month. Or she knows she literally just had a one night stand last night. And here you are talking to her, talking to her the way that you're talking to her, all passive and indirect. Like she knows she got you because she knows who she is. She knows who she is already. And shout out to Miles. He'll say, women know they ain't shit. And let me just say this about that. And it's not to denigrate women in any way. What it's really to say is women know who they are. So when you approach them and you're coming at them in such a way where they realize he doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know what kind of girl I am. It's clear to me that he thinks I'm someone else. He thinks I move a certain way. And judging by how he's acting, I think I can get some shit from him. A lot of attention, a lot of flattering, entertaining conversation, right? I can tell he's the guy that's going to compliment me. Oh, he's going to, excuse me, he's going to be the type of guy that's going to compliment me all the time, multiple times in one conversation. You're so pretty, so beautiful. She already knows. Women know your story. Men crave the illusion of a good girl challenge. This is why guys are willing to wait for sex. Not only are they sexually frustrated and desperate for female affection and companionship, but they're also desperate to find a woman that they firmly believe is a good girl. And if that woman is making them wait for sex, then in their minds, that's acceptable. This is why guys will say 3 date minimum. Any guy who says 3 date minimum, you're the type of girl, I said girl, you're the type of guy who can be easily swayed by women. 3 dates, you do understand that 3 dates, that's normally 3 weeks, a month, maybe a month and a half. So you're going to spend all this time with a woman in your physical presence to give her an opportunity to show you she's interested in you sexually. 3 date minimum? you're probably one of those guys that crave the illusion of the good girl. And the more attractive she is, the longer you will wait. That's some real shit. Not only that, the more disrespectful behavior you'll put up with. Women flaking. Let me say this real quick on the way out. If you text a woman anything about seeing you or getting together, even if you've already had sex with this woman, if you text a woman anything about seeing you or getting together, and she takes hours or a day or longer to respond, and she never responds to what you explicitly asked, but she responds with like, "Good morning, what are you doing? Hey, what's up?" And she literally glosses over what you said. This is a woman who has a perception of you, and she knows you're not the guy to be taken seriously, and you're not the guy that commands respect. That's why women do that. Pay attention to how women communicate with you. How women communicate with you is a tall tell sign for the level of respect they have for you. I'm out.